Hi, this is the 2014 Open Range 367 BHS. It has a bunkhouse in the back, master in the front, and the kitchen and living space in the middle. So let's go on in and show you around. You'll notice on the lock we already have an RV lock installed. This allows you to create your own 4-digit code and unlock it and unlock it when you go out. This is a keypad that if it wears out or you lose it or something happens to it over time, you can order a new one online for about $10 or so. But we replace that for you so it's brand new. All right, so come on in. Okay. So here's the kitchen and living room area. Let's kind of start over here. This is your main pantry. You've got two nice big sections of some deep storage here, as well as 4 drawers for extra storage down here. The fridge here you can see is a double door Norcold fridge. It's very nice and roomy. I can actually store a lot of groceries in here. And it's got double freezer space up here in the top. It can be run on electric, but also propane. So it's dual capable. You can switch it on and off, which is important if you want to go boondocking in this rig. So there's also extra storage down here at the bottom of the fridge. And then over here by the stove and oven, we have a 3-burner stove, and then the oven has 1 rack. This is for dispersing heat so you don't burn the bottom of your pans. There's also some storage over here and a good sized microwave that works very well. Of course, storage all down through here. Down here below the oven, very deep storage. And then this is very common on open range models. This nice little kind of spice rack extra storage space, which works great. Over here on this side of the island, you know, we'll have a double sink. And we also have the covers for these if you want to cover them up for extra storage space or counter space. Again, very nice space underneath here. You have your sponge storage here. 4 drawers here, with kind of this one being deeper. And then this is the spot where we stored our trash can. But if you want to change it to something else, you have plenty of storage there. And then this was also an extra space where we store our spices, but we have some extra goodies for you there. Here's the faucet. The faucet can be moved up, down, side to side. It's very great. When you travel, we recommend you keep this rubber band on it because the handle is kind of loose and will flop open and could potentially drain out your water as you're traveling. So something to be aware of. Over here, we have more cabinet storage. This is what I call our broom closet. And I really love this extra space that open ranges typically have. So it stored, you know, my broom, vacuum, umbrellas, all those sorts of extra things that you mop, things that you may not exactly have storage for in an RV. This one came equipped with that already. On this side, again, just more storage. Your panel, breaker box panel down there. Up here, again, just extra storage. Here's your control panel here with all your buttons on how to open up and close the slides, your water pump, electric, gas, lights are all up in here, awning, all that control is there, and of course some extra remotes. And then up here there's even some more storage, which was a great place for me to put extra paper towels, pictures, all sorts of kind of tall random shapes, oddly shaped things. Okay. Then over here, we have your electric furnace. You can change the temperature. You can change some of the colors. You can even set a timer with this if you want to, and it works really very well. TV, stereo, a little extra shelf for storage up there. Here's kind of the living area. We have installed this table with some 3 extra chairs here that has worked really well for our family. And this couch kind of with an open end on this side. So we would have somebody sit here and then maybe move one of the chairs around as need be to kind of have everybody sit around the table at night. Again, worked great. All sorts of storage up here. The couch is covered in kind of I think they called it vegan leather technically. So covered in that to try to help with any spills or anything like that, as opposed to being cloth, excuse me. And then down here, honestly, there's a bunch of extra storage too that I utilized. So that's what I liked about this couch. I could kind of hide things underneath as I needed to. Okay, so let's go into the kids' bunk or bunk room. So this is the bunk room. We had 3 children in here at one time, but it's very versatile and can be used for whatever you need. The bunk sizes comes with 2 upper bunks here and here. These fit both full-sized twin mattresses, so 72 by 38-inch mattresses. You could even build a little base if you wanted to and put another one down there. It's also the versatile, when we purchased it from a couple who I think used this as an office. So they ended up actually removing this piece and had kind of a desk in this area. So if that's something you want to do, that's possible as well, that this can be removed. Again, storage is amazing here. This is kind of a nice little bookshelf area or extra storage for fun things. But it worked great. There's also storage here, 2 drawers underneath this little bench area. And there's even a little cubby over here with extra storage, and it goes pretty far back. You can kind of see back in there. Here's kind of your closet for this area. I had put some extra portable shelving in there. And I even hung up some shoe racks here so my kids could get some stuff in and out that way. There's also a bottom spot that goes all the way back in there, which is great for storage. Some hooks and magazine rack is great for all the little odds and ends that you may need. All right, so let's move up to the master space. All right, here's the master space. Let me start out here by the washer dryer is located here. It's a splendid combo 2100 XC, it says right here. And it's worked great for the time that we've used it, and it does really well. Again, some extra laundry storage there. You'll see this kind of a combo desk dresser that we actually built this. We took out what was originally here because my husband needed an area to work. So we just kind of put a little chair under here for him to pull out during the day. But we still needed some extra clothes space. So we bought this and installed it with 3 drawers. And when you want to move the rig, be sure and just take this drawer out and put it here. Otherwise, the mattress comes in and holds these 2 in place. So that's safe for traveling. Here's the closet. So it's a nice big size closet. And even has some drawers, 3 drawers here. We left a lot of paperwork in here for you. And of course opens up on both sides for easy access as well. So again, a very versatile closet. And in fact, The thing about this model that's really nice is there's an extra little surprise closet here, which I stored a bunch of shoes here, but it provides a nice, completely nice extra space for just random storage things that you may need. Oh, I did forget to show. There's two little cabinet dressers on either side over here as well. Now for the bathroom, I'll go ahead and talk about, we installed a composting toilet in our rig. We like to do a lot of boondocking, which is why we have all the solar, and in the summer 2020 we installed this separate toilet. It's a bagging system, and we've all really loved it. Our kids adapted to it very easily. In fact, they're wondering when we're getting another composting toilet in our new rig. So we are working on that as well. But the way it works, it's very simple. You can see, and it's clean, by the way. You sit down. Number one goes towards the front, and then if you need to go number two, you scoot towards the back. So you sit down, and then when it comes time to clean it, and this thing will move back and forth, you'll see. And then when it comes time to clean it, we cleaned it about once a week for a family of 5. You pull it out, wrap this up. We would double bag this, put clean it out. I would use a bunch of disinfecting wipes, clean it out all over the place, let it dry, and then put in a new bag. And then put the bucket back in. And then you have to see these little yellow marks here. You have to pull up and then leave it back. And then if you're boondocking, you just take the trash and throw it away at your local dumpster. It's not considered sewage because it's separate. So it is perfectly legal. And that's about it. It does have a fan with a small motor running. That helps to keep it dry and keep any moisture out. And that really helps control any smells. There really weren't any smells with this. Oh, and the other thing too with these, everybody has to sit down to use the bathroom. Unfortunately, men cannot stand up and to use this bathroom, otherwise it just kind of sprays right back at you. We also periodically just take, white vinegar and pour it down here the drain. That helps kind of keep all the uric crystals, that as the urine goes down the drain, uric crystal buildup may happen. So that helps prevent that. So we did that about once a week when we would clean it as well. All right. And then here's the shower. It's a full-size residential shower. And the storage here is also great with a little, I don't know if you can get a picture of that, the medicine cabinet. I was able to kind of find something that fit here and just put little bottles of various things there. We also have a couple clean supplies. Oh, this is also a potty training toilet that goes to the separate. Our youngest was 4 when we bought this. So it just snaps in and he would just sit on top of it, but he caught onto it very easily, so he didn't need it very long. Okay. And then there's also drawer storage here, which was great. This does move if you need it to pull out for anything or have your hair dryer and a makeup or whatever else you want to have on there. You can move it out so you have access to the mirror very easily. And then inside of here are some good deep storage. We kept towels in here and just random things in the other, but great storage in there as well. And we installed some nice reading lights here. You can work at night. At night, if you don't want to turn on the bright light, you can just press that button and you have a nice blue light to be able to get to the bathroom, and you just hold it to turn it off. Or if you want the regular light on, that'll turn the blue light on, and turn that again, you've got the regular light on. Well, let's show you, of course, this has plenty of under the bed storage. A lot of space there for a lot of things. I will say this rig comes with a lot of very ample storage and a lot of storage options. So I think that about concludes the tour here on the inside. Please let us know if you have any questions or need some more information on anything else.
Okay, so now we're going to give you some of the disclosures of the rig. So we've lived in it full time for a little over 5 years. We're the second owners. So over time, there's a few things that, you know, you little scratch and dents and stuff, but we want to be upfront, tell you everything that we know of that's got a little issue here and there. And we can only find 4 things in particular. So one is in the upper area, in the open range at least, and I think a lot of models do this, they don't have plywood for the flooring up here. It's a vinyl sheet on top of foam board. So we found over time as that starts to break down, so the flooring can have a little bounce to it. So that is, and we've kind of reinforced it a little bit underneath, but you might be able to see slightly just kind of a little bit of a bounce or give when you walk. You really don't feel it, but sometimes you can kind of see it a little bit when somebody else is walking on it. But it's fairly solid. We did do some things underneath to kind of do some additional bracing. They recommend doing like an H shape kind of thing to kind of reinforce that. So we've added some things in for that part of it. So we're gonna go outside. I'm gonna show you the other 3 things on it, and then I'm gonna show you the solar setup and the outside kitchen. So we'll head outside. Outside kitchen, we do have a kind of little 2-burner grill here, and it's got some wind blocking flips that come out. There is a line for the propane back here that you kind of pull out, little hose, and it connects to a quick connect that is right there underneath. And as you're down there, you actually see we do have the strong arm jacks. These really help with the stabilization. The RV is all electric jacks and self-leveling LCI system. That's really awesome. Got an upgraded outside fridge here. Good beer fridge or drink fridge, whatever you want to put out here. Small little freezer up there as well. And we did modify this. There used to be an external microwave that we never used, so we installed an outside TV so the kids can play games and stuff out here. But it does flip up, so there's some additional storage underneath on both sides, and another little cabinet over here. And helpful occasionally, you got a little outside sink. So let me go show you one of the other disclosures that we have. A little over a year ago, we had an attic vent at the very top that apparently blew off during travel day, and it rained. So there was a little bit of rain that got inside of one of the holes and stuff for the attic vent. So it created, which you can barely see right now, but there's 2 little bubbles. There's one that's right between the light and the speaker, and another one just a little bit up above the door on the right. Those have not grown at all. If anything, they probably actually shrunk a little bit, but it's been like that for like 6 months. We've discounted the price on the rig to, if somebody decides that they want to do that particular repair, you can. I don't know that it's probably worth doing. It's just a cosmetic thing at this point, but it was about $2,500, I think, to kind of get that adjusted and fixed. You can inject some adhesive stuff in it and reforce the wall back in, and it's supposed to take care of that. But we want to give you guys the option. It does have a brand new awning that we installed. So that is a brand new, never used awning, and works great. It's got lights built into the end of the awning as well. So if you want to light up your campsite. Another small disclosure. See if we can crawl underneath here. Got a little bit of a scrape from it hitting the bed rail on the truck at one point during a very tight pitched turn. So it had a little bit of scrape here. Nothing punctured anywhere. It's just kind of a scratch, really kind of across. Just a slight dent here at the very back. This was actually there when we bought it, so I don't know how that happened, but probably somebody pulled into a gas station, or who knows. But all right, so the only other disclosure I can remember is this spot right here. It's a known issue on open range that they get a crack in the fiberglass from this corner on the master slide. Luckily, we maintain the maintenance, and for us, it only ended up being just a cosmetic tear, I guess, in the fiberglass, the exterior. So we have patched that, and then instead of having to worry about the whole paint thing, we designed a decal to go over the top of it. So the fiberglass has been repaired. We did a decal over it, so it kind of blends with the rest of the rig. I think it looks pretty good. So all that's been taken care of. Let's go look at the solar. Okay, so we have installed solar on this rig. There's about 2,000 watts of solar on the roof. I'll show that in another part of the clip here. But we've got this 24-volt multi-plus system. It powers half of the panel. So the only thing you cannot power off-grid is really the microwave and the master bedroom air conditioner. I think maybe the washer dryer. Everything else is fully functional, and you could bridge that over if you wanted to. But fully set up for off-grid living. We've installed 2 lithium batteries. You've got room here to probably add 6, 8 of those if you want to. While you're down here, you can probably see too that we've got 4 propane tanks. I'll show you how those pull out. But there's 2 on each side. They slide out on a slide-out tray, really helpful. And let's go ahead and give you a tour of the rest of the base. So this is the large bay that's underneath. It goes all the way across, lots of storage there. Really helpful is easy access to the back behind the wall. So if you need to get to your water tanks, your heaters, hot water heaters, electrical, all that kind of stuff is actually behind that wall there. Your wet bay, so for pump city water, fresh water, your tank pools, your satellite TV, whatever you want to do, all that is in that location. And it does have auto leveling through this LCI system, so everything's electric. It is currently installed with a 5th wheel connection, so you could add a gooseneck if you wanted to onto this, but it is currently with the 5th wheel. This is how the propane tanks pull out. Easy to get access to, in and out on those. And then your bay on the other side. And these are slam latch, luggage doors. We do have a bike rack available on the back. It will hold, I think, 3 to 4 bikes. And we do have an internet system here for a directional antenna. So if you have a hotspot that has antenna ports, there's a pole with a directional antenna on it, and that line runs all the way up to the master bedroom where you connect your hotspots. And that pole is an extension pole. You can go up 25 to 30 feet in the air and then point that at the cell tower in the area. So I'm going to climb up and show you the roof. And this is the roof. So you have 2,000 watts of solar. Most of it's 200 watt solar panels coming into this junction box. There's a set of 4 100 watts up there as well. The patches that you see here were from where panels were at previously that we moved to make room for the expansion. It does have 2 AC units, 15,000 BTUs. The one in the very front was actually replaced last year, so that is brand new, under warranty. And all vents actually have a cover over them, so you're not going to get rain penetration if you left those open. That's it. So if you have any questions, feel free to send us a message, hit us up on Facebook, however you're finding this, and just let us know. But hope you enjoyed the tour, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.